Hello, this is author Denise Turney, the author of the book Love Pour Over Me. Today I want to talk about how to grow your freelance writing career. This is something I actually really became more serious, and I had to about my freelance writing in, I want to say 2009, late 2008. It was right after the recession kicked in. And sometimes when you start doing things that either going to bring in half your income or just a passion of yours, or something that bring in your whole income because your life's getting ready to change, you don't see the full change coming. And sometimes you're like pushed into change. You'll make it, you'll survive. But I want to give you just one more tool. I started hearing years ago when I started marketing my book Portia, which is my first novel that came out in 1998. I would interview other authors, connect with other authors at book events, book club events, festivals. I've told you those are great ways to sell not only books but other products and to build relationships. But I learned from one author. Her name was I think it was Maxine Thompson. She's out west, and she wrote one of my favorite books, The Ebony Tree. But she would constantly say she learned from another teacher of hers to build multiple streams of income. So even if you're not looking at freelance writing as your sole income, but you want it to be an income that can support another existing income that you have, or just it might one day become your full income. You don't know. I just want to share with you some tips that I have learned along the way. Number one, you want to every day, every single day, and I do mean this every day, look for writing jobs. Even if you have like a full-time job and you don't really need the extra money, I still am a big proponent of it. And one way you can save time is to just set up job alerts through places like Indeed, Monster, Career Builder. Just set up. I personally like Indeed a lot, but just set up those job alerts. Craigslist also, I've gotten writing jobs through there too. But just look, you learn what to look for to see if something is kind of like a scam, particularly if you start working with it and they tell you, oh, the money's on the way, but you didn't get any editorial feedback, because most legitimate firms will give you some editorial feedbacks, and they'll give you a lot of structure when the articles are due, the way that they would like them to be laid out, the tone they want them to be written in. For example, if they want a more of a conversational tone or more of a collegiate type tone that they want, they'll let you know those things because they have a lot going on behind the scenes to make sure their writing projects actually work. So you can set up job alerts. Again, I said Indeed, Monster, Career Builder. I know people who've gotten jobs through Glassdoor. Craigslist is another one. And then, and do your due diligence to research these companies to make sure it's not a scam. Every now and then you may run into a scam, so just do your research on the clients. And then the next thing is you can reach out to companies directly yourself, let them know about the services, particularly where you're strong. You might be strong in some type of social media, really engaging people in social media. You might be strong with written ads or spoken ads. You might be strong with writing for radio. Let them know this. And if it can benefit them, they may reach back out to you and engage you in a contractual relationship as a freelance writer. Some other ways you can pay attention to your local. I haven't seen a lot this way, but local newspapers, magazines, they might post something in there. Journalism jobs, if you're looking for something mainly to work with newspapers or magazines. Media Bistro is another place that you could go to. Freelance writing jobs, they have a couple of those names that you can go to. There's another one that doesn't come to me. I want to say it might be freelance writing jobs that you can go, but you can do your own independent researches. Again, if you could set up job alerts, that'll save you time. And then also going out to companies directly, letting them know about your services. And if they think they can use it, LinkedIn is another tool. LinkedIn, I think a lot of people overlook it, but it's another place to connect with recruiters. Make sure you post your resume, your skills as a writer. Uh, and recruiters go on there all the time looking for people. So that's another way. Also, word of mouth. Let people know that you're looking for writing clients, especially if you have friends who own their own businesses and they're serious about their business. This is not something that's going to waste your time. You're going to put together a package and they're not even going to take action on it ever. So you don't want to do that. Some colleges, particularly 2-year colleges, community colleges, or what they used to call junior colleges, they may be able to bring you in to teach a writing course. So, and that's another way you could maybe come in contact with a small business owner and get more exposure for your writing. Maybe some of the small business association events, they have local events around the country, or you could attend some of those, pass out your business cards, let people know that you're a writer. Other networking events that they have that are business related, let them know that you're a writer. Corporate jobs as well, they have corporate communications jobs, media and marketing jobs in large corporations. That's another avenue for you as a freelance writer. But every day, oh, and set up an online portfolio, and then if you have a print one that you can send out to companies, your online portfolio, you might be able to do one professionally through a site like WordPress. Just make sure your URL has your name in it. I really encourage people to do that. And that's another way when a lot of companies are asked for your portfolio or writing samples, you can just send them the URL to your web page. Do your due diligence. Make sure you have a good contract that you sign. You don't sign away all the rights to your materials, because you might be able to use one article in several different ways. You might be able to use a piece of it to write part of an ad. You might be able to use a piece of it in some spoken word work. You might be able to use a piece of one article in a video. You might be able to use it through marketing some other works that you do, like I, of course, write novels. You might be able to use it in many ways. So you be careful before you sign over the contract so you don't give away all of your rights. So those are some ways that you could become a freelance writer in 2018. And I'd love for you to, in the comment section, let us know some other tips that you know of if you are a writer and you've earned an income from it. So you can share what you've learned with others so that they can benefit. And I encourage you to hit the subscribe button to subscribe to our Chistel, CHISTELL.com YouTube channel. Now, please go out and get a copy of my new book, Love Pour Over Me by Denise Turney, or my book, Portia. I also have others out there. Thank you, and bye for now.